Just a little UHF transmitter experiment. It's August the 3rd, 10:50 p.m. and we have got UHF wireless transmission demonstration by turning this one, the transmitter, off. Lights go off. Turning the transmitter back on the first board. Lights go on the second board. We have UHF encoded transmission. Houston. This is a current experiment. It's involving the 3 microchips, one on the yellow board and one each on the 2 white boards. And there's only one transmitting chip, a UHF chip, and one receiving UHF chip. So we're going backwards a bit, but for a purpose. The yellow board, the microchip on the yellow board, it's transmitting a series of hard-coded digits, 10-digit numbers, and it's transmitting a byte via the UHF for each and every digit of that 10-digit number. That's 10 times 8 bits. 80 bits of UHF transmission coming out of here for what is really a 32 to 48-bit number. If I use some binary multiplication in version 2, release 0 of the project, I will halve the data transmission, which is not totally straightforward because the largest variable size the chip can handle is 16 bits with annoying limitations. I've also slowed down this chip in its receiving, in its transmission, so that if the transmission is slowed, the receiver grabs it more assuredly. Which brings us to over here, this chip here with this receiver. The second chip is attached to a UHF receiver, and it is receiving this 80-bit sequence for each of the 10-digit blocks that is sent. You use a poke command to store the information that comes in into the chip RAM, or a write command to store the information into the chip EEPROM. It's a temporary solution because the memory becomes full very quickly, which is why I added in the third chip here. This chip here is receiving, it's every now and then it's saying to this chip via this red wire, sends it some voltage and says I want data, and then waits for the data. The data is then, this chip knows through a voltage signal it receives through the red wire, sends the data serially through the blue wire into this chip, and it goes from this chip back along the serial cable to the PC where it can be filtered and databased. It's because these chips only have 256 bytes of memory, and that's becoming a problem. But they are the smallest type of these chips that are available, so I'll probably have to go and get bigger chips.